Aha, there we go. Microphones are on now. That makes it much better. Welcome back to another night of Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. See, we have one viewer, so it's important that they can at least hear what we're doing. Not all the other pre-show talk that was going on before, which was terrible. All right. So we're going to play Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. If you missed last week or don't know what's happening, go back and watch it on YouTube. You can see the battle as it has taken place. I'll do a quick recap as we jump right back in. Our players were on the second level of this monastery that they've been attacking probably for the last couple months in Seeking Revonar. And they finally had cleared out this level. They had beat the beastmen that were in there. They've found out that this place was being used to create skeletons, but they obviously found some stairs that are heading down also. I hear a train near somebody's house, which is cool.
Oh, that's me.
And yep, we have a ghost train ran right by the abbey, so that's the next thing they're going to tackle. And so they were able to complete that. They fought a Tanaruk, which was something they had not ran into, which is kind of like the abomination of a orc and demon combined, which was kind of cool. They also fought a shadow demon, which gave them fits as they tried to figure out how to kill something that was able to hide in the shadows, which was cool. But now they have a little bit more to go as they figure out what is in the next level and how far down does this actual monastery go, which is what we're about to find out. They needed a big rest after all of those fights, so they went back outside and for some reason are sleeping in a badger hole. I don't know quite why yet. I'm not sure why they think that's safe, more safe than stone walls inside the abbey, but that's where
honey
they're
badgers don't care.
Yeah. And 2 of the characters leveled up, so I believe our ranger is now level 5 unless he took a level in something else. Did Eingar stay ranger 5?
Level 5, yeah.
Level
Ranger.
5, yep. So some attacks. Do you get anything else at 5th?
A couple of 2 second level spells.
Ooh, some spell slots. Good for you. All right, cool. So that's what our ranger leveled up, and then the other level up probably would have been the barbarian.
He is now level 5.
So you also probably got 2 attacks, right? Anything else at 5?
A little bit of speed.
Ah, yeah. All right, so some mobility. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna let those 2 things aren't too big of a deal. So they've already rolled their hit points, so they've got that. Everybody's rested, so you're completely healed up. You've got your spell slots back. You got your abilities back. A day has gone by, so about 8 hours of rest. Maybe a tiny bit more if you guys wanted to wait a little bit more before you go back in. Nothing happened during your rest, so nothing stumbled upon you. Nothing came out and found you. You were uninterrupted during that. Oh, they also got some magic items in the last episode too, so hopefully they wrote those down and have them on their character sheets if they need them. I was going to make up handouts and I forgot. That was the thing I forgot to do today, was make up some handouts. So, all right. So that's where we start off. We start off in the sun is rising after you have rested throughout a day, throughout the night, and the morning is coming up. The monastery is eerily quiet. The forest still radiates and reeks of evil. Tristan's sense of aberrations and demons and all of that stuff still pings off quite a bit around him. It's like a gnawing headache that you can't quite get rid of at this point. So there's still evil lurking somehow in this monastery that you have not yet found. And I think that's where we're going to pick up. So what would the party like to do?
Back in.
As the sun rises and
we start to stir. Albirix took that last watch, and when everyone wakes up, they notice that there's a large amount of insects that just seem to be on the edges of wherever we've made our burrow. And the staff that he carries now has little flecks of yellow that seem to shine from inside the crevices of the dark wood that's all knotted up.
Very cool. All right, so our camera kind of pans out and we see the members of our party pull themselves out of this dusty, musty smelling hole. They kind of smell of earth and loam and raw dirt as they get out, brush off some of their armor and weapons. And you're probably about 30 or 40 yards from the monastery, which you can see. Though the sun is coming up, what it looks like is you can see the red underneath the dark clouds. So there's just as it's hitting the horizon, you can see a small portion of the horizon that has that reddish, pinkish glow, and it's eventually going to go up in over those clouds, and it's going to remain dark and dim. So it's kind of like a dim light out here. Not enough that you can't see, but definitely kind of makes it feel like a twilight or a low light conditions. The clouds crackle with arcs of lightning, and though it seems like it might rain, it hasn't, and you have not felt any raindrops fall yet. But the clouds seem ominous, and they seem to roil and as if disturbed by something as you kind of make your way towards the monastery. So what is the plan?
Make our way back to the monastery, being careful.
I'll stay next to Tristan.
I'll be next to Albirix, right behind them. Right behind Tristan.
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess since I'm leading, I'll go.
All right. So you guys are sneaking over. That's what you said?
Sure.
I don't think we are under any illusions that we can sneak.
We can do a group stealth check as we go over, so everybody can roll their stealth check. Tristan has a cloak of elvenkind, so that might help in some way.
How far away from...
We swapped that.
Oh, did you?
Tristan's got the ring.
I've got the ring, and the orc has the cloak.
Okay, cool.
You guys want to sneak in and down the one level?
Sure.
And once we get closer to the monastery, I am going to cast Pass Without Trace.
Cool.
And I am going to pick all four of us. Let me grab that.
Yeah, this is a good spell. So as long as you guys stay within 30 feet of, I believe, Eingar, you're going to get a plus 10 bonus to your stealth check. So when everybody makes their group stealth check, you can add a plus 10 to it.
And we leave behind no tracks or other traces of passage.
Yeah. Remember, it is concentration, so that if something does damage you, that you got to make that concentration check, but I'll let you keep track of that.
Okay.
I'll take a 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's you guys are moving and you feel like you're moving quietly. You feel like you're not making a lot of noise. The dimness is allowing you to kind of skulk from shadow to shadow, and you kind of hurry your way up to the front wall. You're at where the gate is, and you look in the gate and you don't see anything. You listen. You don't hear anything in the courtyard. As you scan it, one of you kind of leans over and looks around, and you're kind of in shadow, so you feel like you're pretty undetectable at the moment. The courtyard seems clear.
All right. If I can go 30 feet away, I'll sneak out ahead and start scouting ahead. if the party's going to follow.
Okay. So yeah, you
100.
kind of skulk your way up to a doorway, and they're kind of back near the gate. They probably lose sight of you pretty quickly. Like even they are having a hard time seeing you. So you get up to the doorway and you look into the hallway, and again you stop and you listen and you don't hear anything. It's dim light inside, but your dark vision kind of picks up, little traces of the battles that you guys have had here. Nothing looks any different than when you passed by on your way out, but seems vacant.
I'm going to assume it's vacant, and I'm going to move on to the stairs.
Okay, so the group kind of leapfrogs its way into the hallway. You pass a couple of the rooms. All the doors remain open, just like you guys had left them and searched them. Where are you heading?
As we make it in, are we into that courtyard area?
Yeah, you're in the courtyard, moving towards the left doorway.
I'm going to head right for the stairs.
As that room that had that extra gear in there, I'm gonna kind of point towards it a little bit and nod to Tristan and the others. They had mentioned wanting to get something, I think.
Yeah, that's the tower on the right. So as you come in the gate, there's a tower that sits there, and there was a door where you guys had found some gear previously, or there's gear downstairs that you'd found previously also.
Yeah, I upgraded last week when we left the second floor down, or the floor down.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm running around in splint at this point.
Cool.
Or sorry, chainmail, full chainmail, not splint.
So we see a couple of thumbs up from the group, and they maneuver themselves through the courtyard to the first hallway. Rock, yeah, you just moved down the hallway, which then hooks to the right. The very first door on the left is the room. That door is still smashed open. You kind of lean your way in. You're looking. You don't hear anything. It looks empty as you look into that room.
If I don't hear or see anything, I'll move right to the stairs.
Okay. So we're just seeing our camera kind of bounce back and forth between the group, and they move down the hallway and they hook a right. They're kind of in spacing so that they can fight weapons out. And then you go through the first room, goes through kind of an open archway. Then you go to the second part of that room, and that's where the stairs lead down. And we see our orc. I assume your cloak hood is up. Oh, you didn't actually say that, but
he's sneaking as best he can.
yeah. So the Elven Cloak mentions that you have to have the hood up. That's the only reason I even mention it. And so we see that just shadowy form as he looks again around the corner, and you can see these stairs go further down than your dark vision does, but you wait and you listen. You don't hear anything, and the stairwell appears to be empty as far down as you can see.
All right, I'll wave those guys on and start going down the stairs.
All right, so you are down the stairs. You are at the bottom. It hooks around, kind of does a U-turn, goes down just a little bit more of a set, and then you're in that room, and you can see, again, the room looks kind of the way you guys left it. There's still blood from the bodies. Stuff's broken that was broken. Nothing seems to have been cleaned up. Nothing seems to have been moved around from the way you think you had left it.
Is the crate still on top of the altar or stairways down?
Yeah, there's still one crate that was set on top of those stairway. Oh, that's not right. Sorry. Actually, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to move there. I didn't want you guys to move there.
Once we get down into the darker area, I am gonna pull a torch out, and it will lift out of my hand of its own accord as I use my telekinesis to hold it out in front of me, and I will light it with Druidcraft.
Okay. I'm gonna reset up these tokens. I don't know why they're wrong. go. Yeah, okay, now I got him set. All right, so yeah, so you guys are down in the room and you pass past some of the crates. You move from that one room where you fought the first two beastmen and started the fight with the shadow. You go down the hallway where you see the body of the Tanaruk or at least what's left of the demony body laying upon the floor. You see the stairs that are heading down with the pulsing symbol that radiates evil on the door, so the door can't be shut. And the other two crates that you left are still in the same spot also. Still seems quiet. You don't hear anything. You don't see anything as you make your way through those couple of rooms towards the stairways that leads down.
Do we want to go straight down?
Did we explore everything? Because there were some doors back up around the way that we didn't open up on our way in.
One of them came into this room, off of a room we previous were in, and another one is where you called in the wolves.
No, spectral apes.
Spectral apes, that's right.
Dung throwing spectral apes.
I think. And there was a door off to the west, and it went into a smaller room.
Okay, that seems right. Yep.
I thought we hit all of them.
If we've opened up everything, I say we just go straight down.
I mean, previously you have. You obviously haven't went back and searched all the things, but in your previous excursions, you had went in each room, opened it up, and either fought something or found nothing, or...
We can do a quick search.
Nope. I'm good.
5 minutes, open the doors.
Just to make sure we're not going to get surprised.
Oh, you'll be surprised.
You could take some of the weapons out of the crates and lean it up against some of the closed doors, and if they open up, maybe we'll hear a clatter.
Good idea.
Sure. We could penny all the doors.
Yeah.
Penny the doors.
You could?
You gotta do something with all those coppers.
Yeah.
After taking some of these precautions, Albirix takes a long finger and narrows his yellow eyes and points to the stairwell.
Yeah, if you're going to hammer anything or actually try to rig things up, you stand the chance of losing your stealth at this point, but...
We're not going to penny the doors. But we'll just lean some stuff up against them so it'll make a noise when it...
Okay.
Albirix points down as far as whoever is going to be taking the lead.
You see another kind of carved set of stairs that goes farther than your dark vision goes, so it's definitely further down than 60 feet.
If Eingar's going to be third or fourth in line, he's going to have his crossbow out.
Well, I've got dark vision, so I'll go first. Ahead of the torch a little bit.
I'll try to keep the torch back behind us a little bit so that I can still see ahead, but it doesn't really hinder with his vision.
All right.
I've got dark vision also, so I can see to shoot.
Torches are what, 20 feet of bright and 20 feet of dim? And
Yes.
he's going to be 30 feet ahead, so if you put the torch 10 feet behind us, it should work.
Perfect.
All right, so Rock, you head down the stairwell, and it's only another 10 or 20 feet down from, so it seems like this hallway is about 70 to 80 feet down. So even as you move just 10 feet down, your dark vision picks up that obviously at the bottom of this area, it looks like there might be a room of some sort. And you make your way down, and you are now standing in a room that seems to be definitely of carved stone, different than the upstairs. has a slightly different tinge to it, as if it's almost in a different stone layer. And you kind of come out into a room with a solid wood and steel door straight across from you, but it seems to be an empty room. And I'll move you guys over to it.
Using my stone cunning, can I deduce anything from the rock and how it was worked?
Sure, you can go ahead and make a roll.
Who's a big roller?
Investigation or perception?
It would be either history, because you're trying to figure out something about the past, or your tools if you have your stone tool set.
I have my smith's tools. Or
do you have mason
with
tools?
history.
Yeah, probably history if you don't have mason tools. All right. So, I mean, it's clear that it is created. It's not a natural cave. It is, when it was completed in the beginning, it probably was considered on the expert level of stone crafting. It is definitely, you can tell, very old at this point. So it has been around for a very long time. So you're kind of looking at it and guessing that this structure probably has existed here for somewhere around 400 or 500, maybe even 1,000 years.
Is there dust on the floor?
No.
Maybe check for traps.
And are you able to see the map now that I moved you there?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You have to just do a closer examination of the room.
Yeah, seems to be a solid open room. Even though the map pictures show a busted door there actually isn't a door there at all. This room is immaculately clean and empty.
What's the ceiling look
Search.
like?
It is 30 feet up, and you're in a solid square room. Looks exactly like the walls and exactly like the floor. The floor is kind of like tiled out, kind of like you see these squares. So there is etching to make it look like it's a tiled floor, and then everything else is a smooth wall and ceiling.
All right, so it's not like the trash compactor or something where it's gonna squish us.
It could be.
I'm searching
No
for
wear
secret
marks in the
doors.
floor.
Yeah, you don't see any grooves or marks. You don't see any holes where oil can pour out or crossbow bolts can hit you. You guys are super wary, but you're not seeing anything. What was that, barbarian?
Searching for doors.
Secret doors besides the one you can see?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a perception check. So about 20 minutes goes by and you've searched all of the walls, like the backside walls, the sides, and then the ones even on where the door is, and you don't see anything that would seem like it's either a false door or a hidden door or a hidden passway. Even the floor, you don't find any plates that move. You don't find any hidden like fake tiles or any trap doors or anything like that.
Is this a
What
wooden
is it?
door in front of us over here?
It's a wood door that has steel banding on it. It looks very thick and very solid.
Are the
What is
hinges
this?
on this side, or are they on the inside?
Inside.
Dude, I totally thought you said there was no door in here. I apologize. I'll go listen at the door.
Let me check a token here.
What is this underneath me here?
Is that your torch?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to put the torch in, but I was waiting for you guys to get in the room. I assume you still have it up.
Yeah, well, there's like a bubbling cauldron below me. I was curious what it was.
That's the torch.
Ooh, I love it. That's fancy.
No, everybody should have their health bar.
It just doesn't show on Tristan and Rock, but it does on Eingar. It's no big deal.
I can see Tristan's, but I can't see the number on it. Only the...
Yeah, I
think that's what it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to see the actual number above his head.
Oh,
My
okay.
number
I
and
can see
Albiar's
the
number.
Let's see. I'll give you control of the torch. And let me make it so it actually shines light. All players see light. 40, 20. Save changes. There, that should work now.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, so you're going to go ahead and examine the door?
Yes.
Yeah, seems to be a wooden door, thick wooden slats that are held together by darkened steel bands all around the edge and along the center to what looks like to fortify it. And it looks like it's a pretty recent addition. It looks like it's not something that's 500 or 1,000 years old. It looks like it's well maintained, and it looks really sturdy.
It's aftermarket.
There does seem to be a lever on it, which looks like it kind of levers up, and it feels like the door is going to push open as you're examining it.
I'll look to the group with an "Are you ready?" questioning gaze.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I will try to open the door.
All right. Let me go to the lair. And as the door winds open, we go into select your tokens and select initiative. Let's get that out. As two creatures watch the door open and then begin charging towards you. And you recognize them as the ever-present beastmen that you have fought quite often. All right, so that guy and this guy. Descending. Ooh, they were ready for you guys.
No kidding.
Like it. So we see the sparks of hooves across the tiled floor. One of the things you recognize too when you're looking in this, that Rock can see, this room seems to have been damaged in some way. And you can see the cracks and broken stone floor as if an earthquake or something has shifted slightly, marring the beautiful stonework that you would have seen in the room before. There also seems to be small alcoves within the room, but you catch that glimpse as you see these two beastmen charging forward. So let's go ahead and start out our round. And
I'll use my reaction to help Rock when the first one gets there.
Sure. Now, do you have to be 5 feet of him or of the creature?
I think it says him. Let me
Okay.
double check.
So let's go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, just enough. Actually, did I leave a door there?
Yeah, it says 5 feet of the person I want to protect.
Oh, I did have a door. All right, I'll do that. All right. So 40 gets him there. They have that speed So you just see him charging down, recklessly going to gore, but Tristan is going to use his reaction. So that'll just be a normal attack, gore. Anything else I want to do here? No, I think that is everything. So go ahead and gore. Here we go. Oh, he misses. So what we see is Rock sees him coming and then just kind of makes a half step towards the door jamb, and you just see the bull head of this beast man, almost because he's recklessly attacking, doesn't just focuses on the center of his chest so that when his outer horn hits the outer door edge of the stone carved door jamb and does no damage to Rock. The other one's going to run up. That'll be his turn. So then that's a turn. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Puts him there. And he's just going to go ahead and swing his axe. And he will go reckless. These guys are just flowing at the mouth. This one's more of like a goat horns on it, whereas the first one has more of like the bull horns that stick out. This one's more of like the goat-headed kind of beast man. And he's going to go ahead and swing his great axe at Rock. Let's do that and that. So, crits Rock for 27 points of slashing damage. Ooh. As we see that. So you're kind of stepping back into the doorway as you smirk at the beastman that missed, and that axe just comes in and puts a big just rent in your shoulder area. And orcish blood spurts out, allowing Tristan now to react to Rock taking a hit. You are up.
Alright. Then I'll try to attack the one that missed twice, because I can get to him. I don't think I can get the other one.
Yeah, we're going to say that we can fight through this doorway here, so as long as you're within 5 feet, you can get this guy here. So you can swing at him. You do get advantage on the attack because he did attack recklessly when you do make your attack.
Yep. So a 21 and a 14, looks like.
One. Oh, is that a hit? Both hit.
Sweet. So 20 points.
All right, 20 points. So we see and that was your longsword, right? Yeah. So we see two longsword, just a nice slash and then a nice thrust as blood and two wounds open up on the beastman in the doorway. Anything else for Tristan?
Nope.
All right. Albrix, our druid, is up.
Alberic's kind of sidesteps so we can look through there a little better. And as though he's throwing something, a shimmering stream of energy goes out as he uses his cerebral whip to attack him. That's a crit.
Crit.
And 9 points of damage.
All right. Yeah, so we see the cerebral whip kind of wind its way around. Did you move up? Because you're not within 10 feet.
It's a 30-foot range.
Oh, okay. So then it winds through in kind of in between where Tristan and Rock are fighting, and then kind of makes a slash across this thing. Though you kind of recognize that with those two right in front, it's got a little bit more cover, and you're really going to have to time it. You did great on this shot because you're crit, like you timed it perfectly. But it might be hard to continue to do that from where you're at. But good shot. All right. Anything else for Albrix?
Yeah, so with his bonus action, the staff will kind of move it out in front of him and present it, and it will grow a crackling bluish tip of energy that looks as though it's got like weird little insects and stuff that are flittering about the edges of it.
Okay. And what's it
Actually,
actually doing?
I'm sorry, I'm casting Shillelagh.
Gotcha. All right, cool. And that brings us to Rock. You are up.
All right. With a bellow, he's not going to go into a rage, but he's going to swing twice.
All right. Yeah, 2 attacks, 5th level barbarian. So hit. And a miss.
22. I'm sorry, 24. Minus the 2 rage.
So just the 24, right?
Yep.
You said just.
All right, yeah, the Great Axe cleaves a big wound into the Beastman, who looks like he staggers, and then blood is gushing out of a huge wound. He definitely looks like he's on his last legs, but still standing, still holding his axe.
And I'm going to take a 5 foot.
Okay. And that brings us to Eingar. You are up.
Eingar's going to just put his crossbow in front of him, and since Rock moved, he's got an open, clear field of fire. Take his 2 shots. Right in the chest.
Yep, 20 would hit.
Okay. For 5, and Colossus Slayer for 6.
Okay, so we see a crossbow sticking out of him.
And a second crossbow. 16.
Yep, 16 hits.
For another 8.
Yep, and that drops. Our beastman kind of falls over as the second arrow thunks into him. And then we see the magic dissipate from the crossbow bolt that's magically created by that crossbow. All right, anything else for Eingar?
That's it.
All right. That guy's done.
Oh, wait. I'm going to... Yeah, no, that's it. That's it.
All right. So... Oh, I did the wrong... This one died here. That guy. Okay. There we go. So top of the second round, our Beastman makes a move. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It's going to use a dash, goes through this door, closes it behind him. 5.
Well, that's a first.
They don't usually run from us.
Yeah, no.
And you see him disappear behind a door.
Rock will say to Tristan.
Tristan's up.
Open the next door.
Yep. How heavy are the beastmen? The dead one?
They are probably like a 6'4" type creature, and they probably weigh in the 280, 300 pound range, maybe a little more, depending on, different ones. Some will be a little bit bigger, some will be a little smaller.
Okay. And that door he closed, did it open into the room, or did it open?
Yeah, it
the
looked
other
like
way?
it opened in, and then it slammed shut again.
So he pulled it closed behind him.
Yeah.
All right. I was thinking if it opened the other way, we could put the body against it and let it fall through and see if they try to attack that. But all right, yeah, I'll go in.
Okay.
And I don't see anything when I go through the door, I assume.
So you can see that in this room, the rest of you can't move yet. You're not out of turn order. Yeah, so as you're looking at this room, you can tell that something has happened to this room, that it's almost like the middle has shifted. And the first thing that you think of is like earthquake kind of thing, like the whole room has been shifted slightly. So there's huge cracks in the floor, there's huge cracks in the ceilings and on the walls. It looked like there were 6 alcoves in here at one time. They seem to be empty at the moment. There is debris here and there on the ground. So you think that whatever happened to this room was recent.
Okay. And the ceiling's the same deal?
Yeah, it looks dangerous, but you saw the beastman kind of run across it, the whole area, so you're not sure. But it definitely looks like you get this moment of, this does not look too good as you kind of enter the room.
Is there a clear worn path? Like, are they sticking to a certain path to the room?
You saw him run straight down the middle.
All right. And the door's on the far side, right? So
Yeah. So you see it. Well, if you can't see it, then you're not sure. You would have heard a door slam, but maybe you didn't see it as Tristan.
I can get about to there and still have 5 movement left.
Yeah. Do you have vision?
Not especially, no. I assumed it was dim light, but maybe I'm mistaken.
Oh, I think I still have your light on from the previous battle when you lit up your weapon.
Oh, right, when I cast daylight.
So at this point,
yeah,
let me switch you back so you would be more like there. That's actually more like what you see.
Then I'll go that far.
He backed up.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to march into the darkness. That's just silly.
So you would have heard the door slam, so you knew a door did slam, and you assume there's one somewhere in there. You don't see it yet.
And then I'll be on a dodge action.
Okay.
I can't see
they'll get
anything,
disadvantage. You're ready to jump out of the way if something comes flying at you.
Right.
All right, brings us to Alberix.
All right. I am going to move the torch in here. It floats of its own accord to illuminate the next room.
Yeah.
And I'm going to move over to here. And I, too, I want to look into this alcove. What's it look like?
Which one?
The one to my north. Do they all seem similar?
Well, realize you're in like a 6-second span here. Are you going to stop to look and inspect it, or are you just taking a glance at it?
I'm going to inspect the one right above me.
All right, so you're gonna have to take some time. I mean, right now it looks like it's an alcove. It looks empty at the moment. If you get closer, you can inspect it to see if there's anything else about it.
I think that was my 30 feet. I'm going to take the dodge action and just kind of hunker down behind my shield and be looking over there to make sure that it's not super bad.
Okay. Rock, you're up.
I'll move up to stand next to Tristan. Just do a quick perception check on the floor to see if it's stable.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, it looks like there's cracks in it. It looks like it shifted, but other than that, it looks like a damaged floor.
All right. I'm going to maintain the next 20 feet of my movement. Everyone's taking the dodge action, so I will too.
Okay.
So we get a dwarf.
Eingar, you were up. Last one in the room.
All right, I'm moving up through the door. Let's see, it's 15. I can move to here, and I'm going to check this alcove down here.
Yeah, you look at it and it appears to be empty. Doesn't seem like there's anything in it. It goes from floor to ceiling and just seems to be probably was decorative at one point. Might be where a statue could have been at some point, or some type of room decoration that doesn't seem to be here at the moment.
Okay. I will also take the dodge action
All right.
at this time.
Round 3. Let me do some stuff on my side. All right.
May I amend that?
Sure.
I'm gonna whole action. If a beastman comes up, I'm shooting it. If he comes within 15, 20 feet of us.
Okay. Let me get some stuff open here.
Rock also has his spider sense, just in case there's a dex-based trap gonna slam.
Oh, it didn't do it. Shoot. All right. I gotta get my die roller out a second. Oh, terrible rolls.
Danger Zone!
Does freehand. All right, that's done. You hear muffled voices, though you can't make out the language or how many, but you heard something on the other side of the door. All right.
So we hear some mumbling behind the door.
And that brings us to Tristan. You're up.
Alrighty. Can I see how far the door is from here? Oh, yeah, I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, it's right about 30 feet from you.
And then I guess I'll hold action there. With the intent that if something bursts through the door, I'm going to attack it.
All right. Albrix is up.
All right. I am going to check this alcove out.
So using your action.
I am.
Okay. What is your investigation bonus?
I wish you would have chose something with wisdom. It's 0.
All right, so you're looking inside of it. It's definitely empty at the moment. It does go from the floor to the ceiling. It, again, looks like it might have been... I mean, you kind of guess that at some point this would be somewhere where they would have something decorative. So maybe, like, typically these would be like a statue would be here, or maybe a flag would be hung, or maybe some type of sculpture. But there's nothing here at the moment.
All right, and I will move the torch right up next to the door. That's my turn.
All right. And I know I keep asking this, but is that a bonus action to do your telekinesis? Is that? I mean, I'll let it happen for this one if it is, but just keep an eye on. Is that if it's an action or a bonus action to move that around? All right. That brings us to Rock.
Rock will jump over the crack in the ground.
He's worried about the crack. Okay, makes a jump. How far can Rock jump?
Oh, didn't we look this up?
Yeah, we did.
It's a really long way.
Let's see what the standing jump rules say. Movement jump. All right, a long jump. When you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet, but you're doing more of a standing jump. So I think it's your strength score, maybe?
20 feet.
Yeah. Oh, you leap half the distance. So you could do a standing leap from scratch 10 feet. If you get 10 feet run up, you can do 20 feet.
Yeah, he'll just jump over it, standing.
Yeah, you're fine. We see Rock leap over it, Hulk style. Land on the other side.
And then he'll creep up to that door again. As his action.
All right. Eingar's up.
All right, Eingar's going to move up. Is that rough terrain? The next couple squares?
Nope.
Okay.
It's just what you can tell is your dwarven knowledge shows you that the earth has definitely moved at some point and sundered this room. So there's been a shift, a quake, some type of tectonic movement that has slightly shifted this. So you're probably over a fault of some sort.
I am going to move up to here and then ready my action. If anything comes out that door, I'm shooting it.
Okay. Brings us to the top of the round. Let me think how this person would react. So you guys have spent 2 cautious turns, but it's really only about 12 seconds of movement. Okay. I think... Yeah. Alright. I think I know what they're going to do then. Alright. So Tristan's up.
Alright. Well, let's see. Do you want me to open the door for you, Rock, or vice versa, or how do we want to deal with this?
That can open for you.
We hear Tristan whisper to Rock.
And that door opens into the room, correct?
It swings open just like the other one did, so it swings open like that. Does that make sense? Like,
I guess since if he's going to open the door for me, then I'll wait for him to do that. And if they happen to charge through in between, I guess I'll attack them if I can.
All right, so you're going to hold your ground, and your hold action is if something comes within 5 feet of you, you're going to attack it.
Right.
Okay.
But if it doesn't, when we get to Rock's turn, he can open the door and then I'll move. If that works.
Now you can kind of wait, or you can go.
All right.
You can't switch order in 5th edition.
Yeah. It doesn't really take an action to open the door, does it?
Not
Or are
unless
we
it's
talking a
locked.
full
But
action for that?
normally, a door to open a door takes no action if it's not locked.
All right, then I'll just mention I'm going to open the door then, and tell people not to stand right in front of it.
Okay.
Not that they can do much at the moment. So, and it'll pull open to me, or it'll pull open over to Rock.
It's going to go like this. Does that make sense?
Yep. All right, and then I'll peer around the corner and see if there's anything there.
How,
Like one eye.
just so you get all of the tactical advantage you want here, are you swinging and pushing it open? Are you creaking it open? Are you going to get it halfway? What is your goal with how far this door will open?
Well, they're going to know we're coming. So creaking it open is not going to do a lot, I suspect. So I'm just going to throw it open and then, like, just kind of peer one eye around the corner a bit so I can see what's going on.
Gotcha. Let me make that happen.
My character's not huge on this subtle.
The 7-foot half orc is not either.
Yes, we're clearly a party of assassins and, scallywags.
How much of that torchlight goes through the doorway? Oh, I see it now.
All right. So, let me stop one thing here. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take our first break as we open the door, but I want to kind of give everybody light pours in from the other room. I'm going to turn that on because I think I forgot to do that. You can feel heat come through the doorway. As you came down this far down into the second level, it felt kind of chilly like it would underground. But then as this door opens, heat radiates from this room. All of you get a look at what appears to be a statue that has a big opening in its belly. And this thing is huge. And it looks like there's burning bones in the center of it. Standing in what appears to be on a raised dais, some type of ritual that's happening where these skeleton skulls have power radiating from them to the center area, and that's about the glimpse you get as that door opens. Now I'm gonna let Tristan continue his turn after we come back from his break because he's moved, he's pushed the door open, he still has more movement and action if he wants to take it. But we're going to take a 10-minute break, and then we'll be right back. So my clock says 9:33. So we're going to be back at 9:43, according to my clock. And when we do, we're going to find out what they've just stumbled into as they come into this larger room with a ritual of some sort happening. So stay tuned. Don't go far. It's going to be an epic battle, I believe, or they're just going to run. One or the two. We don't know. We'll see what happens when they get back. So stay tuned, and we will be right back.
Cool. I'm sure
All
you
right.
provided us with the right tools.
More than likely. We are back. The party has eagerly anticipated what is about to happen in this room. We're going to pick back up on Tristan's turn as he has thrown the door open. He's taken a quick peek looking for what he assumed would be maybe a beastman, maybe a couple of beastmen. Then we see maybe a close-up of the camera on his eyes through the helmet as he takes in the full room of what's going on. What does Tristan want to do with the rest of his turn?
So, what are those things in front of what looks like maybe it's a beastman? Like skeletons?
These seem like walking corpses to you. Very well known in this world as zombies. You were quite clear. There are zombies in this room.
Alrighty. Well, I will... I will cast a spell, then.
Alright, so our paladin will cast a spell.
Let's see.
So you get to touch somebody, a willing creature, which could be yourself, I assume.
I'm going to do rock.
Okay, so you'd have made like a step over, touched them, and then move to wherever you find the move. So he is going to get protection from aberrations, celestials, elemental, fae, fiends, and undead, which seems pretty good here. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls, so when they try to attack rock, they're going to have disadvantage. And he can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by any of them. Those are the things. And you have 10 minutes of concentration. So if you take damage, remember you got to make your concentration check to see if you can keep it up. But other than that, yeah, 10 minutes. Let's put a little symbol on him so we remember for now.
Somebody should heal up rock if you have the option to do so.
Give him the little
Lucian,
shield.
I sent you a message.
Lucian sent me a message. Oh, yeah.
I'm definitely going to heal him, but when it's the right time, for sure. I have a feeling this is going to be a long one.
All right, and Tristan, you're in the spot you want to be in now?
No. There.
Okay.
And then I'll just wait there for the moment.
All right, well, before I move too much further here, I want to make sure I need to know where their initiatives are. So let me start getting some initiatives on the board here. We'll do these guys as a group. Okay, so they're going to be low, which is good. Boop. And Beastman's already gone. Let's get... that one. That's going to be an 8, so he's actually going to go before Alberix. And okay, so they're on the map now. Okay. So that person is going to... I bet. is going to hold his action. I was going to hold a something. All right. So we hear some chanting coming from the back of the room. Alberix, your turn.
All right. Alberix is going to start to chant and intone himself. And 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to stay right where he is. And as he chants and intones, the room starts to take on this ghostly visage of a natural setting as he casts summon creatures or conjure animals, summoning creatures. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, so you get 1 of CR2, 2 of CR1, 4 of CR half, or 8 of CR 1/4. What are you conjuring?
I'm gonna go for the 8.
8 of 1/4. All right, so let's do this. Oh, there we go. Oh, well.
Can you see into that room from back there?
I can.
I can't see anything yet.
And where are you gonna conjure them? Did you ping yet? Are they be like next to you?
Yeah, I'm gonna have them.
Right.
Actually, wait. I can put them anywhere 60 feet from me, can I? That I can see.
Surrounding.
I can see this right here.
So you can see what?
Can you see where I'm pinging?
I don't.
I'm pinging into the room to the just below the second. Oh, you know what? Is that room is lit because of the fire, right?
Yeah.
So just underneath the skull of the statue on the right hand side.
I see it now. Yeah.
I'd like to put 4 of them right here.
That's 75.
All right, so then I'll put them here. 1, 2. So I'll put them here on the steps. There's 4 here.
Well, and remember you're doing 8, so I'm gonna need 8 squares. So, all right.
So I want 4 in front of the statue and 4 back by me.
All right. So let me move this over for a second. We are going to do. Yeah, I think these would be good.
So yeah, like 4 right here by the base of the stairs, and then the other 4 back by me.
Okay. Yeah, let me create a handout for you. Character.
I'm gonna try my best to be fast with these things, guys. So bear with me.
See, yep. And
My bearded companions.
there we go. Edit. In.
Dan's got some peach fuzz.
He's shorn.
You sure that's fuzz? I mean, just looks like you got into a cafe latte a little too deep.
You guys should get attacked by a razor once in a while.
Good luck with that.
All right, so we see some spectral astral boars pop out. We're gonna get 8 of them. Let's see if I have a token. All of a sudden, Roll20 is running super slow. It's probably all the tokens. There we go.
I don't have a real good pig noise.
I bet you do.
Whoa, those look sweet.
Okay, so 11.
Tom looks like he's about ready to lead us on a boar hunt with that beard.
It is bushy.
I'm digging it.
Yeah, give it about another 2 or 3 weeks and it gets, a little thicker, but that's about it.
Not ZZ Top.
No, it doesn't really ever get longer. It just gets bushier and bushier and bushier.
Mine's the same way. It just starts going straight out from my face.
Yep. Well, and the
Alright.
tricky part is, I don't have my head shaved, so 1 second, it gets more dark brownish.
Lucian,
Yeah.
So-
am I able to split them so there's 4 by me and 4 up by that?
So eventually it catches up.
I don't
and then,
think so. I think
it
it's
goes
you
crazy.
choose where they come out at, and they all come out at the same spot.
Okie dokie.
Go ahead and click on the last one. Oh, actually, did I give you control of them? Nope. No control.
Not yet.
Click on the last one and go ahead and do a roll initiative with that character sheet. What's it doing?
They're on my turn.
All right, so anything else from you yourself? They'll go on the next round.
So I'm going to give them the command to get them.
A time-honored command.
Okay. And just going through each one and letting you go be able to move them here in a second. Actually, what might save this now is there's plenty of light. We probably don't need... I bet we don't need dynamic lighting anymore. That might speed things up. Oh, did it not put it on the turn order? Do you guys see it on the turn order?
No.
Nope.
All right. I'll turn the music off. Move back here. Yeah, everything got real slow. All of a sudden, there's 4. All right. That brings us to... Oh. All right. All right, I think I got them all. All right, so I guess if they attack, then they will just kind of move and try to attack. Maybe half one way and half the other way. Oh, like that. And maybe runs down here like that. And this one will come in here. All right.
You want some rolls?
So let's start on the top ones. Go ahead and give me 3 rolls to start with. Two hits for 4 and 3 for a total of 7. Let's start
Did
there.
any of them move over 20 feet?
No, you popped them right in kind of the middle of them.
Ah, bummer.
All right, now give me one more roll real quick. This is one more at the top. 17 would hit for 7. Good. It's so slow. Okay, so that is the top section. Give me 2 rolls real quick. One hit for 3. Nice. And then the final 2. Oh, miss. All right, settle down.
That was my boar noise.
Yeah. All
And
right.
make our dogs crazy.
So what we saw action-wise is 4 boars are attacking 2 zombies to the north, and 2 of them are able to wound each of the zombies. To the south, we have another 4 boars attacking 2 zombies, but only one of them manages to draw ichor and flesh from the zombie. And that would be the end of the boar. Okay, that brings us to Rock's turn. You were up.
I have a bonus action as well.
Your bonus action was given your command, I thought.
Oh, okay. That works.
Barbarian, you were up.
Okay. He's going to take a 5-foot step to the north. Can he occupy the space as the same space as the door?
In what way?
Can I stand there and swing at the zombie?
From there, you can't hit a zombie, but yeah, if you move there, you can.
Okay.
Yep.
So he takes a step, sees everything that goes on, and will rage immediately. And step in and immediately swing at the closest guy he can hit, which is the zombie.
Yeah, there is a zombie there.
He will also... He's not going to...
Okay. Yep, 2 hits.
24.
Yeah, nice.
Did it drop?
It did not.
Swings again.
Ooh, crit.
Nice.
So that definitely drops him. It was 38, 9, 40 points of damage. Drops that zombie.
Okay, he will step into that space
Okay.
and attack the beast man.
All right.
That's a zombie, not a beast, man.
This will be at disadvantage. So there's a 10, and then roll one more time.
Is it?
You have disadvantage.
Okay.
Miss. Okay, so yeah, we see you. The first slash takes off like an arm, a shoulder into the gut, and like you kind of give that look of that wasn't enough. And so then that next shot comes, and you just cleave it all the way down, and it splits in 2 and falls to the ground. No blood. Like these corpses are pretty old, so like not even any blood comes out. It just kind of flesh kind of sloughs off of these old desiccated kind of zombies. And then you move forward, squishing through the remains of that one, and because you can't get quite good footing, and it looks like that beastman was ready for you, he's able to knock your axe aside with his big, sharp, great axe. Anything else for Rock?
That's it.
All right. Eingar, you are up.
All right. Eingar's gonna step forward and into the door, or in front of the door, to see what's around there a little bit more. The darkness isn't changing for me.
Yeah, there's so much light coming from that room. It shines everything. There should be no darkness.
I can just see one. Yeah.
I actually have the interactive lighting that moves when I scroll my screen.
That's what's happening
mine's
to me
doing that
too.
too.
Oh, mine just started doing that.
I wonder if I should just refresh real quick.
Yeah, I'm going to refresh too. So let's do that real quick.
I will too.
Let's just hit. I'll try that. Give it a second.
That worked wonders.
So we'll give it a moment. Hopefully this makes it quicker too, that I turned off dynamic lighting. Oh, of course, turn order's gone now for me.
It's still here for us.
But only if I could see it. So let me close my game.
I lost it too.
Yeah, there was a update, I don't know, 2 weeks back, and ever since, Firefox has acted weird. And I'll use Chrome, but Chrome has always acted weird for me too, so I hate to use it. Let me shut it
now
all
I
down.
can see everything.
Let's bring it back up. Let's bring Roll20 up. Let's launch the game.
What does that guy on the other side of the fire look like? This guy right here.
Seems to be dressed in black robes. Seems to be casting a spell at you as you step into the center there.
I am going to try and shoot him.
Yeah. Once I see the turn order here, just give me... Oh, if I can't see it, I don't know how... How did I make it appear last time? Let me try something else. Let's launch into this a second. I'm going to try loading into another game real quick and then load back into our game, see if it pops it up.
Okay. I'm going to use a bonus action first to cast Hunter's Mark on him.
His spell was held, waiting for somebody to move into the doorway there. That was arranged. That looked like they were going to shoot. And so you're the first one that did that. So his spell actually goes off, and then you're going to be able to do your thing. But he was looking for somebody that was going to shoot or throw something, was his hold action.
That's you.
That would be me.
I don't need that anymore. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Shut some stuff down in case I don't need it. And let's go back into our game. Last chance here. Crossing my fingers. Come on, turn order.
Is it acting up?
Oh. All right, we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. I'm just going to write it down. You guys have to tell me what it is. So, highest to lowest. Tell me what the turn order is again. If you guys can see it. Oh, if you guys can see it, tell me what the highest turn order is.
20.
And that's for who?
The
Beastman.
Beastman.
Beast. Okay, next.
Me. Tristan at 16.
Tristan. Got it. Next.
Pierce to be the cleric, or whatever it is, that's the bad guy.
Okay.
That's an accountant.
What's his number?
8.
8.
8. Got it.
Barracks is 6.
Albie. And the boars, right?
Yep. And then Rock is 5. And Eingar is 4. And one of the zombies are 2.
All right, cool. All right, so held action, keep that in front of me, is casting his spell. Let's get that up. Oh, get my character sheets up. So we hear him continue a arcane language of some sort, and where is it? There it is. He casts public submit. All right. So we see this greenish energy shoot out towards Eingar. Looks like it's coming towards your face. You get to make a saving throw.
Constitution.
Constitution saving throw, sorry. Oh, and where did I put his DC? His DC... I feel is somewhere in here. Oh, well. All right, so yeah, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw, Eingar. Ooh,
13.
Miss. Needed a higher than a 13. So you are blind. So creature within range.
Lucian,
Yeah.
that only has a range of 30 foot.
Oh.
And I'm at 45.
5, 10, 15, 20. Oh yeah, you are. So, all right, yeah, not he's not close enough.
Sorry.
5. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. Actually, the door's at 40. All right, I'm going to say he recognizes that then. I don't think he would have held that. I thought I was closer, so I didn't realize the door was 40 feet away. Okay, I'm okay with that.
He can blind a boar if he wants.
I was just trying for somebody who was ranged, so I'll let that go. So, okay, now we can move to Eingar's turn.
I am going to point at him and yell, "I mark you,"
All right.
and cast Hunter's Mark on him
Yeah, we'll
as
put
a bonus
mark.
action. And I will take my pot shots at him with the crossbow,
There we go.
which has a range of 80 feet.
13 misses. 15 misses. So we see, and one of the reasons that it has some trouble is you see it ping off of this enormous statue that's in between you and it. You can just kind of see him behind the statue, but not very well. And even though you try to get the angle just right, your arrows bounce off this large statue and kind of fling off into the room.
Okay. And since he tried to cast at me, I'm going to step to the side of the door, so I'm not right in his line of sight.
Cool.
And that's my turn.
All right. There we go. That brings us to zombies. All right, so let's do some zombie attacks. All right, so first one on a boar. We'll just do the ones straight down from them. So here comes the first normal attack, public. Yep, slam. There we go. So rolling a 10. What is the boar's AC?
An 11.
Ooh, misses. Nice. AC 11. I'll put that there. The second boar, or the second zombie attacks a different boar. 19, so does 6 bludgeoning damage to that one. I'll put it on there. So that is -6. So that boar lets out a spectral boar sound as we see some of its flank get scraped by these dirty, jagged fingers of the zombie. Although it's bludgeoning, so more of it's like a fist smash, maybe. Okay, and then we have zombie next to Rock, so we'll try to hit Rock.
He's at disadvantage.
Yep, because he is a undead. So we'll do disadvantage. Thank you for keeping track. So he only rolls a 5, is not able to hit.
That totally would have hit too. Dang.
No, he still would have had a 5.
Oh, you're right.
So zombies. And that is their turn. So we're back up to the top of the round. That brings us to the Beast Man. So this is into round... This is like 6 now as we come through the doorway there. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4. This is round 5. I'll keep track. 2, 3, 4, 5. So
I'm going to keep
5.
track of my summon up on top, okay?
Yeah, because I'm going to be super busy on all the other stuff here. Okay, so Beastman is going to recklessly swing at Rock. Does a 15 hit Rock?
Shaves a couple hairs off his head, but no, it does not.
Okay, misses Rock, so that's his turn. He's going to... No, he's going to stay there. That's a good spot for him. That's his turn. So Tristan, you were up.
Alrighty. Can I get there? Can I go through that boar along the wall?
You can go through friendly spaces. Yep.
Okay. Cool. In that case, I'll attack the Beastman twice.
Okay. You will get advantage.
Yep. And then I don't have to use my smite unless I hit, right? If I remember correctly?
Correct.
So I'm going to use a couple smites.
Okay.
And let's see, that should be 2d8. So 25, 35, 42.
Total?
Yep.
All right. So yeah, so we just see 2 big longsword shots, emphasized by bright lights at the end from radiant power, kind of slashes into this creature. He's taken 2 big hits, but he's not gone down.
Right.
We see him bleeding from his wounds.
All right, I'm done on my turn. I'm going to use my reaction to break his attack at Rock. If he attacks Rock.
Oh, okay. So Tristan's done. That brings us to this guy who is going to move. Drops down behind the dais. He's actually going to move to here. Like that. And then let's see. No.
I'd like to point out that you can zoom way in on the bodies, the corpse pile, for good detail.
It looks awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so before he does that, let's get him GM info layer. So he's here. So he's going to cast his spell first, and then he's going to drop down. So fine, let's make sure we got the range. So Tristan and Rocker in 30 feet. So either is fine. I think he would recognize a paladin over a barbarian orc. So he's going to shoot for the paladin. He already used that. So let's do this. So yeah, we're gonna cast a Ray of Enfeeblement. Let's try it. Try some cool stuff here. So a black beam of innervating energy springs forth from this guy's fingers, shooting towards our paladin. You get to make a ranged spell attack against the target on a hit. Target deals only half damage with weapon attacks that use strength. At the end of each of the target's turns, it can make a Constitution saving throw against the spell. So I've got to make a ranged attack hit. So that's going to be a D20.
That's a cool spell, by the way.
So this is going to be a. Let's bring it up. So it's D20 plus. I know I have to look this up, but I think it's plus that. He rolls low, so your armor class. So the beam splashes against the back wall, missing Tristan the Paladin. And then I'll look up his bonus here in a second. All right, so then he moves off of the DS, dropping down out of sight. Over to this area here. All right, that ends his turn. Yeah. Alberix, you were up.
All right, Alberix is going to move up or draw a line off my character. He moves up in here to the window or to the doorway and commands the. So, do I actually have to use a bonus action to command these things?
One time. Right now, they are going to attack. They'll continue to do that command. If you want them to do something else, then I think it's a bonus action to tell them to do something else.
Okay. Can I tell the ones in the bottom to do something rather than the ones on the top?
I don't see why you couldn't. What's the spell say? Does it say anything about?
It doesn't. I'll put it in here.
It doesn't.
They obey any verbal commands. So I basically just say it, no action required by me. It actually says it right there.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell the ones on the bottom to go after the guy in the robes. And I speak with animals actually by nature, so I can be like. And then with my action, I am going to, with my and then with my action, I'm going to dodge.
Okay. And you said the ones on the bottom.
Right.
Okay. Anything else for you?
No, sir.
All right, so boars. Let's see here. Okay. So 5, 10, actually 5, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 5, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40.
And that
5,
first one
10,
gets some opportunity attacks.
15. Oh, yeah, yeah. 15, 25, 35, 40. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40. There. So the first one goes by, and yeah, the zombie will take a swing. Normal. 16 hit for 8. Okay. And then the second one goes by, and the beast man will take a swing at it with his great axe. Definitely killing that one. So that one dies as it tries to move past the beast man. All right. Give me one roll for the boar.
What sort of roll?
Just an attack roll. Okay. The other boars continue following your normal orders, so give me 3 as 3 of them attack 1. Ooh, there we go. All hit. Nicely done. Working together. 6, 10, 15 points on that zombie. Nicely done. He's got gashes and gore marks all over his lower torso as these boars are ripping into that one. And then give me one last attack for this other zombie. And I believe these are pretty easy to hit. Yeah, that hits. So 7 on him. All right.
So they're like upward thrusts of tusks into the bottom side of these things as they're just ripping out all sorts of gore and ichor from.
Yeah, cool. That brings us to Rock.
Okay. Now that Tristan's here, Rock will attack what is clearly the larger threat of the beast man.
Cool. You have advantage.
15.
Yes, 15 hits.
22.
Ooh, nice. Staggers him. Almost gone.
Second attack.
Okay. Miss.
Ooh.
You didn't break it.
It's the creepy proximity to that zombie.
Flashbacks of fighting him from before.
We hate him.
Anything else for Rock?
No.
All right. That brings us to Eingar. You were up.
All right, I'm going to step into the door and casually look for the robed guy again. Make sure I'm not going to get shot.
Yeah, you notice that you do not see him any longer.
Okay, I'll step into the side, and I'll take a shot at the wounded-looking beast man.
He's super wounded, yeah. Yep, 20 would hit.
For
Ooh,
7.
he goes down. with a magical bolt stuck in his chest.
And I'll take a shot at this zombie then.
Okay.
Second shot.
Yeah, hits.
For 9. Had he been damaged before?
Not yet.
Okay.
Rock snarls a little bit over his shoulder.
Yeah, we
Feels good.
hear this meaty thump of a crossbow bolt sticking into the zombie, but it's almost like the zombie doesn't even react to it.
I'm just gonna mutter something about combat archers under my breath.
Yeah.
And I believe that's it for me.
All right.
I do have a. Oh, do I have to concentrate? With Hunter's Mark, I do have a chance to figure out where he is, where that guy went.
Sure. What does the Hunter's Mark say as the?
Oh,
Go ahead and read it.
Let me. It's here. It is. I have advantage on any wisdom perception or wisdom survival check you make to find it. Until the spell.
So that's
ends.
like if you're gonna track him like through the forest or whatever. It's just at the moment he's definitely hiding somewhere on the other side of what you can't see.
Okay. So at this time, I'm just gonna worry about killing these other zombies off. So that's it for me.
All right. That brings us to the zombie's turn. The zombie's going to swing at Barbarian. A slam attack. But a
Still at
12 should miss. Oh,
Yep.
you're doing
And he's
a
at
reaction?
disadvantage anyway.
Still got that
And
protection
roll
from
12
E1.
twice. Oh, yeah. 12 twice. Okay. That's him. Let's do boars. So here's boar number 1. This is a normal attack. Ooh, hits for 8. Oh, okay. That boar takes a big, that kind of astral planes boar takes a big hit. And then the other one next to him definitely kills that boar.
And those boars got like meat zombies or something. It's the second time they've critted those boars.
Zombies love boar. He starts eating like the big chunk that he takes out of it, but then realizes as it dematerializes, because it's like an astral projection of one, that there's nothing there to eat. Gets madder. All right, so that's its turn. Beastman went down. And that puts us at...
Should be me.
Yeah. That actually puts us at 5.
Oh shit! What just happened?
10, 15, 20, and he's gonna move. It's gonna slide into this space here, ish.
Oh, that's interesting.
And we're gonna move. This thing just gets crushed. There's like no body there. It's been demolished by the footsteps of the statue moving. Demolished by the footsteps of the statue moving.
Lucian, what does this statue look like?
Exactly like the picture on the token. Let me see if I can give you off the character sheet.
I love fighting new monsters.
So, I mean, is it like 10 feet tall, or is it...
Did that show it to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This thing is huge. So this is larger. This is bigger than an ogre. This is bigger than a hill giant. This is more like in the probably the storm giant range. This is near the top of the ceiling. The belly, as it gets closer to you, you can feel heat radiating off of it, and you can see white bones on the inside of it, as if they've been putting the bones on the insides. You can hear it creak, and its outer form seems to be made of either stone or clay or some type of rock material, but it does have accoutrements on it. So like it has the leather skirt, and it has like a neck headdress, and as the footsteps hit, you could just feel the whole place reverberate with the weight of this, and it's just like a furnace is coming next to you. It's like a walking furnace. It moves, and then it has 2 attacks. So it's going to try to slam the paladin twice. So here comes number 1. Does a 14 hit?
Nope.
All right, so you see it kind of go past you, and it digs into the wall and punches out a huge gouge into the wall as stone splinters everywhere. And it was like this big, huge hand was trying to grab you when it did it. It was almost like a slap and a grab at the same time, but it misses as you dodge out of the way. And then it gets one more of those. 25.
Yeah, that hits.
17 bludgeoning damage. So it hits the wall, and then it does a backhand smashing into you. And you can tell that this hand was made of stone that just rocks into you. It's got the weight of hundreds and hundreds of pounds behind it. And it bounces off your shield, bounces off your armor, dents in a few places. 17 bludgeoning damage from this walking statue. All right, so that puts him in this spot. Now it is Tristan's turn.
Alrighty then.
Now, well, everybody's mostly in the room, so let me give you another. We've been in the room long enough that I think all of you have noticed some extra additional descriptions as you've been fighting and looking around. There seems to be 2 huge corpse piles to the north and the south. You've seen that there is, up on the dais, a corpse was being laid, and from the corpse there seems to be some type of ethereal energy that comes from the corpse and moves to one of the 4 different skulls. And then the skulls seem to be sucking in that energy from these corpses, and it goes in through the mouth, and then the eyes radiate red. They seem to be sitting on top of something that has, you can't quite see what it is, but it almost seems like a big, thick piece of glass that sits up on top of this dais, and you can't see it yet because nobody's gotten up high enough, but it's like thick enough that you can see that it's like some type of glass or crystal or something like that's maybe a couple inches thick. And it seems to also be radiating some light, and it seems to pulse with the eyes of the corpses. And it's clear that there is some ritual happening right now as you're in this room. It is actually in the process of something is going on in the center of the room. You can't quite see what's happening unless you get up further on that dais to see what's going on, but there's something happening on that dais ritual-wise. Maybe put that in the right spot. And that one's more like that.
Man.
Okay. All right.
I thought that one skull was just off kilter for a reason.
No, I must have moved it. They should be spaced just right. The skulls themselves, though pictured here, look kind of cool. Think of them more as large-sized skulls, maybe the size of a giant, but more like maybe the skulls of a big demon, because some of them have horns, some of them have, things on them that make you think this is the skull of demons. So you think there are 4 demon skulls in this ritual. Very powerful, very big demon skulls are being used. All right. That brings us to... Okay, Tristan, right? Yeah, so Tristan, you were up.
Alrighty. I'll take 2 swings at the giant statue, I guess.
All right.
Does it make any noise?
It makes a ton of noise as it moves. But all you can hear is the roar of the furnace. It's like a walking furnace, like a big forge like fire.
So for the sense of my smite, is this thing some type of construct that's evil, extraplanar kind of evil?
It does not radiate any
Okay.
of those normal. It's not demonic. It's
Because it gives
not.
an extra die if it's something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I assume the 14 didn't hit it.
The 14, you hit it, but you can tell your sword did no damage when you struck. And then the 18, you seem to put some type of mark on it with the 18.
Okay. Well, if it does damage, the smite did unfortunately 7, and the 13 from the sword.
Got it. Did you see its eyes, its baleful eyes, just kind of staring at you, and its hands are like in the motion of trying to grab at you once again. Anything else for Tristan?
Nope.
All right. That brings us to this guy. So, what's he want to do? I think he's just going to do a spell because there's something near the boar. One of the boars is near him. So he's going to go ahead and it just depends on which one. Nah, he's not really going to do that. So I think he's just going to use like some ray of things sparkles at him. Let's see if he can hit with this. It's going to be let's see, will this roll it? Yeah, it did roll it. 20 plus 4. Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah, that hits.
And that one's a 4, which had already been damaged, so that kills that boar.
Except for they have relentless. If the boar takes 7 or damage or less, it would reduce it to 0 hit points. It is reduced to 1 hit point instead.
Okay. 1 hit point.
And Lucian, I don't know if you knew this, but we lost our turn order.
Yeah, that's why I had to write it down manually because I don't have it either.
Yep, I'm good with it.
All right, so he's fine with that. I think what he's going to do is move. Go ahead and roll an attack for the boar. It's going to get a attack of opportunity, but misses.
Wah, wah, wah.
And he is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We see him run into this room to the north. So you see him briefly run past the northern zombie corpse thing, opens the door, moves into there, and I'm going to move that door here in just a sec. So we see this door open. like that.
Run away!
And dynamic lighting, I don't think we need. Come on. Let me just delete it. All right, cool. There we go. That is his turn. That brings us to Alberix. You were up.
All right. With my bonus action, I am going to throw up my totem, my spirit totem,
Cool.
which I'm going to use the unicorn spirit this time. I'll put that in chat.
What square are you going to place it in?
Oh, you got me a unicorn?
Fancy.
Very nice.
And it's a 30-foot radius, so it's good size.
30 foot. That's too obnoxious.
Do you have a rainbow radius?
Oh, I wish. We'll go with that. All right.
Can you make that a token and then put an aura on it and then put a 30-foot radius on it? I wonder if that would be an easy way to do it.
That's what I did.
I don't see it on my layer. That's why I asked.
Oh, gotcha. Let's see. Can see Aura 1. How about that?
Got it.
Oh,
There
man,
it is.
that was awesome. So Alberix is going to step into the lavender aura, jostle past his dwarven companion, and reach out and touch the nape of his paladin friend's neck.
Okay.
I mean, I'm all about healing, but the Joe Biden touch was a little extra, don't you think?
He didn't sniff your head.
Yeah, yes.
Hey, you know what? You want the healing, deal with it. So, Tristan gets healed for 16, and everyone else inside of this thing gets healed for 5, including the piggies. Do you want me to heal them, or do you want to do it, Lucian?
Nope, I got it.
You're on it, man. You got a lot of stuff to take care of.
All right, I'm good. So that was your movement bonus action. What else?
That was all of my turn.
Okay. Oh, yeah, and
And
the cure wounds. Okay.
that's it. And now my wall of pork flesh is gonna move forward and do their business.
Yeah, so 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. There. Move him into there. Give me a wisdom perception check from the boar. See if this one can figure out where your target is. He might not know.
A porcine
Okay,
perception
he
check.
figures it out. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And 5, 10. Give me one more of those for this other one that's moving. He does not know where to go, so he's going to move aimlessly to there. Searching, looking around in the shadows, or trying to pick up its scent or something. We'll put him there. All right, so give me 3 boar attacks on the zombie. So 1 miss, 1 hit, 2 hits for 7. Okay, that zombie is still not down. Looks like he's on his final legs, though, as I mean, just the whole lower body has just been torn to pieces. Any minute now, he's about to fall over, but he still currently stands, fighting off these boars. That is the boars. So that brings us to Rock. You are up. Zombie or enormous statue trying to pound the paladin?
I think an enormous fire belly statue is probably the more intimidating and noticed thing by Rock, so he will attack that
Okay.
recklessly.
Oh, okay. Oh, it pays off. Gets a crit.
Holy Toledo.
All right, second attack misses.
Yes. So what do we get total there?
Is that a
You get one more attack, don't you?
40? I'm a 2.
Right.
Attacks.
Yeah,
But
but
you
you
hit a
rolled
crit.
Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. You're correct. $22.
Yes, hits.
For another 23.
So you just did
Nice.
63 points of damage in a round?
Nice.
Yes.
Wow.
Anything else for Rock as 2 big great axe hits smash into this? And you can see parts of it start to chip away at that this thing's made of stone.
No, but he definitely will elbow check that zombie once just for good reason, just to get him out of the way.
Oh, okay.
He knows he's going to take some shots from him.
All right, so that brings us to Eingar.
Eingar is going to shoot the zombie beside Rock.
Okay. So crossbow bolt. Oh, look at all these crits. You guys are doing good.
Goodness sakes.
For 15, and Colossus Slayer for another 2, and then shoot him again.
14 hits.
For another 5.
All right.
And that's it for me.
Okay. All right. It looks like it goes down, but then stands back up. Oh, that's not what I wanted. So it looks like the crossbow bolt hits. The second one hits, falls, but then it pulls itself back up. Or is beginning to pull itself back up, we'll say. And it's its turn, so it can go ahead and use half of its movement to stand up as it kind of animates again. Yeah, why don't we take a swing at Rock? I mean, that makes sense, doesn't it? For a advantage.
It's still only going to get a normal attack, though. He's still got the protection up.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
wait. Hold on. That's not entirely necessarily true, is it?
Oh, you need to make a con check.
Yeah, you should have made a
No, it is down.
That's bad.
So he does get advantage on his swing. He rolls an 18 for 7 bludgeoning damage.
Hits.
All right, so that's zombie. Back to the top. Man, you guys are wrecking my dude here. Making it look easy.
So does he go faster than I do?
He's above you in initiative order.
All right.
You're after him.
All right.
He was on the Beastman turn order, which was the 20. So first attack is going to be against the Paladin, because he's still trying to reach out and slap grab you. So here comes a normal attack slam. Ugh. 21 to hit, so 17 bludgeoning damage into our Paladin as he's rocked once again. Haha, no pun intended. And then you see his hand reach inside, pull out what looks to be like a roiling ball of flame, and throws it, I'm going to say, here. As it smashes down just past everybody within 10 feet of this point. You must make a dexterity saving throw, please. DC 16 is what you're trying to beat. So
I'm going to use my reaction.
okay. To do what? Okay. So you capture some of the energy. This will be fire damage, so you'll have resistance to that damage at the start of your next turn. Is that what it says?
Yep.
And if the target hits you with a melee attack, they'll take damage of that type. Is that okay? So it doesn't do anything else, though, right?
Right. It basically just gives me resistance.
Next turn. Okay, next turn. All right, so Albrix missed it. Rock missed it. Tom made it. No, missed it. He needed a 16.
Right.
Eingar did make it. So you get half the damage. So here we go.
I need to get rid of that spell.
Oh, look at that roll. 9 points of fire damage for all of you except Eingar, who only takes 4.
I've got that ring, so I'm only going to take 4 also.
You will only take 4 also. Anticlimactic.
That's
okay.
I
wasted the spell because it's for the next turn. Daggone it. All right.
So that's his turn. That brings us to Tristan. You were up.
Alrighty.
I failed my Constitution save, so my boars go away.
Oh yeah, that's enough to.
What's the point of having that on a reaction if it's not going to eat the damage up?
I thought it did. That's why I had it on there.
It looks. I mean, it's like a shield spell, right?
You have resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of your next turn. So basically, it happens then. So I take half damage, right?
No. Yeah. It helps you when you cast it. It says in the casting time.
Yeah, it says you have resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of your next turn.
I'm just like the shittiest concentration roller you've ever seen, dude.
Oh, does that mean unicorn goes down?
No, the unicorn stays up, but the boars are gone.
All the boars.
All of the boars.
All right.
Nice.
All right. So he ends up taking 25, 35, 47.
Big hits. You guys are taking big chunks out of this guy. Lots of big damage. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. That brings us to this guy. GM info. Let's bring him back to the token layer. All right. So 5. Oh yeah. Let's see. He wants to cast.
I can't wait to get Warcaster.
Ooh. I think he wouldn't care though. 10, 15, 20. He's going to angle a cone from him out to 60 feet.
How tall is that dais?
Oh, yeah, that's a good. Yeah, I think he would have to move in front of it. So let's see. He goes 5, 10. Yeah, because that would be too tall. He wouldn't be able to see. So 5, 10. No. Yeah, 5, 10, 15. It doesn't actually matter how close he gets, I guess. Because he's going to angle the cone basically like... kind of down this line here. So
They don't have a cone template in their...
Not a 60-foot one. I have smaller ones, but not a 60. I'll have to look one up at some point. So he's going to get his own zombie. He's going to get... No, he's going to angle it so he only gets Rock, Albrix, and Eingar, because he doesn't want to hit his own guy there. So I'm going to say it's only going to get... It's not going to get Tristan. It's not going to get the zombie. And then it's going to blow out in this area. These... Yeah, because a 60 cone starts in this one, and then it starts to go out. And it's weird because it's on a triangle, which also makes it really weird.
Yeah, it goes 1, then 3, right?
I'm not sure. See, I know on a 30, but not on a 60. Yeah, it'd be the same thing you guys would try to do with angling your cones. So I'm only going to be able to get 3 of you. I'm not going to be able to get all of you unless I want to hit my own guys there. So I'm not going to take that chance. All right, so let's cast this spell. Cone of Cold. All right, so you guys get a Constitution saving throw of DC 15 to kind of dodge your way underneath it or around it, or however you would somehow resist this spell. It's cold damage. You want a 15 or higher. Ooh. Okay. And Albrix.
A con save?
Con save. All of you take 42 points of cold damage.
I have resistance to cold damage from my Ring of Warmth.
Oh, interesting. Nice spell. Nice magic item.
It was the one I got a long time ago, and nearly got killed in the lovely coin for it.
So you only
Didn't-
take 21.
Didn't Rock save?
Yeah, Rock is a 15, so he saves. He takes half, 21 points of cold damage. Does your rage help you with cold?
It does.
Okay. Does it give you what? Resistance? Because you can only have... Yeah, you can make the save, and then you can add resistance. So you get to half-half. Yep.
Okay.
So what did you end up taking? So 21, 10. Okay. 10 cold damage. There we go. All right. And then you hear him bark out in some language that you see the zombies perk up and listen to as if they've been given an order. He moved, and I'm going to leave him there. Alberic's turn. You've just been nearly frozen to death, but your ring has kept you up. This has saved your life.
My God. All right. So, Alberix is going to take his staff and point it at the zombies and the caster over there. And as he does, it seems to just come alive with like a yellowish green energy as writhing insects come along it, and he casts a spell from it.
Cool. This is the new... Yeah.
All right. So he casts giant insect, which
Well, I hate to be a bummer.
there's no insects.
Because you have to like target centipedes, spiders, wasps, or scorpions. If we were in the woods, I would just say they're there.
Okay, no
but
problem.
We're down in 3 levels of a temple.
So with that, a sphincter-like opening comes from the end of the staff, and it just belches forth a locust swarm that heads in their direction.
Okay, heads in whose direction?
So let me... Insect Plague has a 20-foot radius. So could you show me a 20-foot radius and then I'll move it? Because I'm not trying to hit my friends.
Yeah, so let's see here. Ooh, and it's concentration for 10 minutes. This thing's badass.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me put it on the map.
I did actually roll the shittiest damage you could get.
That's a high level spell.
And like his like weird braided locks are blowing back from his head as this thing just opens up at the end, this weird sphincter, and just a whole horde of biting flying insects flies forth and just starts tearing and rending the flesh.
All right, there you go.
So that's where it hits. They need a DC 16 Constitution save or take 14 damage.
All right, so first guy. First guy misses, so he'll take what? 14?
Right as it just starts stripping all of the flesh from his corny bones.
And he gets to make a con save, right? If he has any concentration spells.
Correct, but he does not.
I just like saying it.
Yep, good. And then the zombies, right? So I make one for them. They don't have advantage. Hold on. Just normal. But a 7 would miss. And a 14 would also miss. So they also take the... How much damage? 14?
Yep.
Okay, so that one... 12... So let's do another con save. 5... Okay, so that one goes down. Being bit apart by locusts and such. And then this one, okay, he takes that much. Okay.
Reasonably beefy zombies.
Dude, zombies are really good.
All right. That's it?
So it says that they make the save when they start with the first time on a turn or ends their turn. So we get that. And then all of the area is difficult terrain. And then Albirix is going to, that was his action. He will speak a holy word as he moves away into this corner, and I am going to heal myself with healing word as a bonus action.
Okay. So actually, those guys wouldn't take that damage or make those until it's their turn, but I will just keep the rolls as they are.
Right.
So with that unicorn totem thing, because you cast a healing spell, do we get some?
Everybody gets 5 hit points back, and I get 12. So that is Albirix's turn as he, actually, I'm going to move over here. What, do you think those bugs go through the wall? I don't.
I don't know if they would. What did it say? Let me read it.
If it went through the opening, I would think so, but I wouldn't think they would just permeate the wall.
It'd be too cheaty if they did, because you could know someone's on the other side of a wall and cast it, and it would attack
does say
them.
the sphere spreads around corners.
But if it didn't go around that doorway.
Yeah, I don't think it would.
Okay. If it did,
but that just means, when it comes up next time and there's a bad guy on the other side of the wall.
If there was a bad guy on the other side of the wall, I would move it so that it was it hit the doorway.
All I'm saying is make sure that we play it consistently. Yeah. Okay, yes, I'm good with that.
I mean, you wouldn't let Fireball do that.
All right, that's
a blast.
turn.
No, but I could see a swarm moving to fill the entire circle, even if it's not all in one room. I could see them moving to try to fill the circle in some way. Because it's magic. It's not...
Only if it doesn't have to pass outside of its 20-foot radius.
Yeah, but they're not real, so they could just pop up out of nowhere. Technically.
So that is...
But I'm okay with ruling it that way.
Okay, cool. So that's my turn.
All right. Boars are dead. Take them off. Rock, you were up.
All right. This feels like a critical moment, so Rock is going to recklessly attack.
Okay, cool. No more crits. You're killing me with crits.
16.
16. Just enough. Yeah.
Woo. All right.
25.
25 hits.
I think he meant 25 damage.
Oh, yeah. I mean, 25 damage. Got it.
was kind of waiting for you to say he's dead.
Oh,
But,
no.
rocket attacks.
No, he's angry. A crit. Come on.
Yeah.
Bravo, sir. Bravo.
That'll do it.
Nice. One more swing.
One more swing at the zombie with that axe on fire.
Yeah. Yep, 14 hits.
26 to the zombie.
And I don't think he can do enough. Yeah, nowhere close. All right, zombie. Yeah, zombie dead.
Good job, Logan.
Nice. So that's your attacks.
I don't think. Yeah, that was a really good attack set for him. He's going to charge the
If you do, you're gonna get.
never
shot
mind.
by
There's a bug swarm there.
There is, and you actually can't even see him. I don't think.
Yeah, right. He's just gonna turn around and look for his next target before he runs off.
All right, that brings us to Eingar.
I've been hit a couple of times. Hunter's Mark has concentration. And I rolled a 13 on the first time. What do I need to pass that?
Con check. Let me look it up for you.
Just roll it.
Well, the first time I rolled it, I got a 13 earlier when I got hit.
All right, so concentration is calculated by the DC equals 10 or half the damage you took, whichever is higher.
The damage I took before was 42. So half the damage would be 21.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you
I didn't make
couldn't
it
you
the
couldn't
last
save
time.
that one. Yeah. Unless
Okay.
you rolled a natural 20, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Hunter's Mark's down.
Can I see him through the bugs?
Let's see what Insect Plague says again.
He's lightly obscured.
Yeah, so you can kind of make out a shape in there, but it's tough because of all the stuff flying around. So he'll probably just get a couple of bonus AC points, but you can still fire at him.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. $16.
Miss.
And I'll shoot again.
Miss. So they fly off, and it's hard to see. The arrows probably get bunched around all the locusts that are flying around, bumping into it, and it veers offside. It also looks like he has some type of barrier on him that probably helped with the arrow not sinking into him.
Okay.
All right, so that was Eingar there. Now the zombie takes its turn, so it immediately takes its roll. The one goes down. The other one takes its damage. So there's only one left. So... And this is... so that's 10 feet to get to there. 15 feet to get to there. And he'll take a swing at Eingar. A feeble slam attack. Crits it for...
Feeble!
11 bludgeoning damage.
Blood starts coming out of my nose and mouth.
As he gets smashed.
Maybe even ears.
Maybe even ears. Goes down to one knee, but does not fall to the ground.
Yep, zombie's done. Back to the top. You guys just killed what is called a Tophet. It is dead. That brings us to Tristan.
So the where's the edge of the insect swarm?
It's the green.
Can't see anything.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you
Can't
guys,
see the
you
green.
don't see the green?
Nope.
Nope.
I would imagine the layers are wrong because I can see the aura for the unicorn. My guess is it's either below that or something where you can't see it. There we go.
There it is.
Then I'll attack the zombie.
All right. Attack away with long sword. 27 definitely hits. 2 27s. Nicely done. So let's do this slow down for a sec. So the first one hits, and then it needs to make a con check. But it misses, so on the first hit, it goes down.
Cool.
Zombie crumples to the floor from the longsword hit, and you can see that its body is just shredded by small locust bites as it crumbles to the floor. Anything else for Tristan?
Nope. That's all I can do right now.
You killed my creatures. You hear some more arcane mumblings.
You would think he'd have a hard time casting inside a bug swarm.
Yeah, he took damage from it.
Does he continue to take damage every round he's in it?
Yeah, so next round I think I roll again for it. Yep. Just want to look at this one spell.
To mess up that barbarian.
Wait, what? Yeah, so let's put out a cylinder. Let's just do it. It sounds cool.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't seem as cool, does it?
Dex saves.
What did that do?
Just rolled garbage damage on it.
But it didn't roll all of the damage.
He said, "Don't worry, Logan. There's more damage.
Extra hidden damage.
You puny half-orc."
Yeah, what? Hold on. You guys tell me what I'm missing here.
Did he upcast it?
No? It looks weird, though. Let me, can I turn the output spell card? This is
Should be 4d6 plus 2d8 bludgeoning.
Right.
Yeah, see, it didn't roll the 46. That's what it missed for some reason.
It rolled 2 dice 6.
It rolled 2. Yeah, and 2 dice
Right.
6 isn't even right because it should have been 2d8.
Yeah.
Just
So
roll a
it's messed
2d8
up. I'll
and a
re-roll it.
46.
Yeah, here we go. So here's the 2d8. Wait. Okay, so it'll be 11. It's going to be a 20-foot radius cone, 40-foot high. We know 20 feet is like this circle here, so it's just... I'll just put it in this back corner Well, I might have to go further back.
Let me put it on.
Copy. Paste. No. Yeah, he's gonna go here. I'm not gonna get Alberix with it. I'm just gonna get the people in the room. And let me change the color so we are clear. All these overlapping circles. Okay, so yeah, and his DC is 15.
I saved and still fell down.
You still got smoked.
And I still need to roll the 46.
When does the paladin get the charisma save?
Take off the last one there. So it's a 16.
Level 6.
All right, so let's figure this out. Rock, you missed your save. So you take 11 in half because you're raging. And then you take 16 halved of cold damage. But then you have a ring of warmth. No, you have fire resistance, right? It's not cold resistance.
I have the cloak.
Oh, you have the
Right.
cloak.
I've got the fire resistance.
All right, but I just want to be sure how much damage did you take total? Did you take the 16 cold or did you take half of the 16 cold?
I took half of the 16 cold and then half of the bludgeon.
So you took 8 and 5. All right.
9 and 5.
9, 5. 14.
Yep. Okay. 9 and 5, 14. Perfect. It's just for those that are just listening and may not be able to see the rolls. Okay. So then Eingar miss. So you take the 11 and the 18, which okay. So we see a dwarf freeze over and turn into ice as ice pellets rain down on him. And then we get to Tristan. Tristan made his save, so he takes half of the. So he takes the same that Rock took, right?
Yeah. Yep. I moved it down to 5, which is where I should be.
All right. And it's an action, instantaneous, and then it goes away. And he is then.
Do I need to roll damage for the next round?
No, well, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Let's
I mean, if he should be taking insect swarm damage now. Because he's still in the swarm.
Is this the second one? Oh, yeah, this is the second one. So let me grab a con save for him. Good call. Aced it. Sure, go ahead and roll, Alberix.
Nice.
Good one.
So he only takes half of that?
Yep.
So 12. So he takes 4 from that. Okay. So you see some of it, I think you guys would see this, burns off on some type of barrier that's around him, but then the barrier pops out. So he takes that, and he's got some more of those. He's got a cool couple of tricks. Okay. So he goes down to this. But then... Oh, yeah, okay. Cool. All right, that's his turn, and now he can move. He needs to get another shot on you guys, so...
So it's double movement to move through there.
Yeah.
It counts as difficult terrain or something.
He's going to move to there. Slightly obscured. Okay. That is his turn. Alberix is up. You don't know what's going on in the room. Something bad has happened.
All right. So Albirix is going to move up to see what's going on. And the first thing he sees is that his lightly armored dwarven companion is down.
Yeah, he sees him on the ground, frozen over.
He's going to reach down and heal him for 6, which is actually 11 because of the spirit. Everybody else gets 5 hit points. And can I see the caster through the swarm?
Yeah, it says he's lightly obscured.
Actually, oh fuck, I messed it up. Never mind. Daggone it. All right. I wish I could take that back because I wanted to do healing word, but so that was my action, and then he is going to move 1, 2, 3, 10. He's gonna stay right where he's at, and tell him to get him.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, he's actually going to circle back around this corner because he knows this dude's got a bunch of magic.
All right, that brings us to Rock.
All right, he's still flush with the last couple of hits on those creatures behind him, so he's going to take a 5-foot step forward and throw 2 jabs.
Cool. Yep, that would hit. Crits all night.
My God.
Cheaty dice. 9 minus 9.
Is that
14.
23?
Okay, minus 14. All right, 2 javelins fly into the locust and seems to have hit him.
Yeah. I wait there. I can still move, right? Another 30.
Yep.
That's it.
If you went through those corpse bodies, that's difficult terrain, so it's 10 feet per square. Just these piles, not the single.
All right. Good.
He's mired up in.
All right, so you go up on the dais?
Well, can I just run straight across? How do I have to jump all the way?
You go up on the dais and you set foot on this glass.
On the stuff that's on fire?
Yeah.
Is that representative, or is the whole top the glass?
It's a thick piece of glass that nobody's been high enough to see what it is yet. I need to know what you're doing.
He's not going to step on any glass that's on fire.
You don't know it's on fire. You just know there's glass up there. So what are you doing? If you go along the bottom, then it's the 10 feet. If you go along the top, there's not really a way to avoid it.
And there's rays of power leaking up to the skulls, and the skulls' eyes are leaking down into the center.
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Okay, never mind. You just convinced me that he's not going to go into. He just runs around it.
Okay. You're good?
We're good. No barbarian would run through a flaming skull energy.
Well, 40 feet puts you here. Difficult terrain means each one of these squares is 10 feet. of movement. So that's 20 feet to get through there. Just so we're clear. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Okay. Eingar, you're laying on your back, and you have like huge hailstones all around you.
Okay. Thanks, Albjorx. I appreciate it. I'm gonna stand up and
Run across glass.
Just shoot him.
I'm just gonna shoot him. I'm gonna yell at him and shoot him.
YOLO. Let's do it. Yes, 21 hits.
For 4, and now I can use Colossus Slayer. Another 3. And shoot at him again.
Miss.
12.
Yep, miss. Arrow flies off somewhere into the swarm.
And I am going to move over to here. I am not on the glass.
All right, cool. You're within 5 feet of the skull? Just kidding.
Yeah.
All right, that brings us top of the round, brings us back up to Tristan now. Tristan's up.
All right. I'm going to chuck a couple javelins at him.
All right. Yes, first one hits and goes through him. Just a quick question on the javelins, though. Can you draw 2 javelins?
If you're Illyrian, you can.
Like Eingar can because he took dual wielding and he can grab 2 weapons or stow 2 weapons. I'm just asking. You killed him with the first one. You don't even need the second one. You killed him with the first one. But I'm just wondering, eventually it'll come up again.
Would you like to take a bet that Jeremy Crawford has at some point in time put his stamp on this very question? I bet.
I'm sure.
I'll look it up.
All right, look it up because it might be because it has ammunition. You can do it if it's counted like as ammunition.
It would be my guess that you probably if you can draw 1 and throw, you can probably draw 2 and throw if you have 2 attacks. But I'm fine with it being 1 action per if it turns out to be that way. That was my interpretation originally.
Yeah, and well, I think what you're getting is
javelin in the last round. I mean, it would make a difference.
And you get 2 melee attacks.
Yeah,
but
different. Eingar also gets 2 crossbow shots.
Yeah, and I think that has to do with his ranger, right? I could be wrong. We'll look it up. We'll look it up at some point. We don't need to do it now. So what we see is the javelin kind of flies through the locust swarm, and it hits this guy as he's casting another spell. And we can see that it was some type of cold energy radiating from his hands, but the javelin punches into his chest, and then he falls over in amidst the swarm.
I make a casual mention to Alberic that he can drop the insect swarm now.
Alberic makes a look as though he doesn't even know what he's talking about as it dissipates. Like what swarm?
I'm pretty sure we saw your staff's anus shoot them out, so I feel like we know it's yours.
I clearly said sphincter, which is like a muscle that poops stuff out.
Sure, right. Sure.
So the buzzing noise in the room dies down, and then the whole temple, or not temple, the whole monastery shakes as all of you have to slowly kind of adjust and almost as if you're about to be thrown to the ground. And then it goes quiet again.
Alberic is going to move to this caster, and I want to look at him. What is this person look?
You see a human male, dark robes, and seems to have a symbol that he wears that matches the symbol that was up on the door, and seems to match some of the summoning symbols that you've seen before.
Really?
All right. So we might not be done. I mean, this may be the boss fight, but there could be things in the other rooms. Should we possibly heal up before we do anything else?
I want to look at this dude that's here because this symbol has haunted me. I've placed my soul on the altar against this.
All right.
Like, what's this guy toting?
I go over to Rock and I put 15 points of healing into him. And I put 5
Okay.
into myself and 5 into Iyengar.
Okay. And Albrix, you're searching the body, is what you're saying?
Yep.
All right. So, okay. So you guys do your heals. Mark off your spell slots.
No, that was land hands. I can just break it into 5-point chunks. So I was putting it 15, 5, and 5.
Okay.
I'm going to do a cure wounds on myself.
Before you can get that out, Alberix will cast Healing Spirit.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Are you running Healing Spirit as an out of combat? We all get healed, Dan, or do you want to roll a set amount of die? Didn't you and Dan will talk about?
You want to do like 10d6 or something like that?
Oh yeah, how long's the spell last? I don't see it listed.
Up to a minute. Why doesn't it have the time on it? It's a concentration spell that lasts for a minute.
All right. So you guys can do 1d6s. So go ahead and roll some 1d6s, I guess. Do they roll them or do you roll them? Go ahead and roll it, Sasha.
You're not making noise anymore, Sasha. No, his mic's down or something.
Who needs the healing?
All of us.
So 2d6 to the dwarf, 2d6 to the paladin, 2d6 to the orc, 2d6 to the dwarf, 2d6 to the paladin.
Oh, did you cast it at a higher level?
No.
Then you only got one more d6 there.
Right.
So
2d6, 2d6, 6d6, 8d6. I cast 10.
Yeah, 10. All right. Everybody good?
Think so.
So a whole minute goes by, and then another slam, and you think you hear maybe like glass cracking.
What did I find on this chode in the robes?
You're searching through him, and he has a dagger, he has his robes and his symbol, but it doesn't seem like he carries much else.
Rock. A dagger.
So this summoning thing on the top, if it's breaking, is either broken and gonna go boom, or something's coming through it. Would that be kind of the thought process here?
That sounds about right. Can I shoot one of the skulls?
Maybe we should leave.
Maybe we should fight whatever is coming out of this thing.
Sure.
Can I shoot one of the skulls?
maybe we should just break the glass.
One or the other.
Well, if the skulls move, we could try to yank one off. That might break the ritual.
I'm gonna look into this other room, Lucian.
It is bare, nothing in it.
So there's not a crypt or anything.
Not that you see. It just seems like a bare, empty room not being used.
I am going to try and shoot one of these skulls, trying to dislodge it.
Okay, go ahead and shoot a crossbow at it.
Oh, that didn't happen.
You missed it. Nearly hit Rock.
All right, Rock's going to look back at everybody and say, break glass.
Do it.
All right.
Okay. Take a mighty wallop at it with my my axe.
You're getting up on the dais?
Now, is the whole dais glass, or is it just the square in the middle?
No, just the square.
Oh, he steps up on the dais.
All right.
If that's where the thump is coming from.
The whole, everywhere around you, the thump. The entire building and structure has moved. The doors rattle, the floor. It's like an earthquake just happened.
We're not leaving. Let's finish this.
Again, there are drifts of energy coming up from the bodies, feeding the.
Correct.
Can we grab the bodies?
Rock no genius, but think yes. Maybe pull body away. He'll yank the body feeding the energy source away.
Okay. You have a body in your hands.
You just toss it back in the pile.
Okay. Throw it on the pile.
Is it siphoning from the one next to it or the pile on the ground down by us?
It appears to be the two bodies that were up on the dais.
All right.
Have energy flowing from them.
Are they alive?
No, they were clearly corpses.
Okay.
And they look like villagers, like human farmers and villagers.
Rock will make motion to the north of him.
The
In other
dwarf's
words,
too short.
Eingar and Albert.
Felix is not moving.
Eingar's too short.
I'd have to go around to the steps and go up.
Yeah, it's about 10 feet up onto the dais.
And for the record, you're letting the barbarian fix your magic problems. So whatever we get, we deserve.
Yeah, and I fix all your wound problems, so get to it.
Pitter patter.
Eingar's going up.
I am going to switch to my axe and short sword
Okay.
and go up there. And you already grabbed this one, right, Rock?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to work my way around and grab this one and shove it off the dais.
Okay. Tristan, you're going up with him?
Yeah.
All right. So you two are up on the top, and you can see that the skulls, with the energy that was flowing into the mouth, the other two Frady cats don't see any of this, just so they... And then the eyes were pouring out a different color of almost like a fog or a smoke that was crystallizing this, what seems to be this big glass or crystal square. And as you look down, you can see, as if you're seeing into another land, it seems like something is down about 40, 50, maybe 60 feet to a ground, and it looks like it's a desolate plain. And as you're watching, you see whatever that thing is, you see a force radiate out from it as if it's crushing the ground beneath it, and then it rockets up into the glass, and you can see it's this enormous sized, red-skinned, leathery, red-winged, enormous horns, the biggest demon type lord that has ever been described to you as a paladin. You know this as being almost like a prince of the hells, and it smashes into the glass, and the whole area reverberates again, and then it sinks back down and hits the ground wherever it's at, and it smashes back into the ground. Every time it hits, it's like putting a crater in. So it's like Hulk is super jumping into the top of this thing and just smashing it as hard as it can and falling back down as it roars back up at you, as it sees you kind of looking down into what you are sure is the plane of hell.
Alrighty.
We need to close this thing.
I'm going to take... these skulls look like they're removable, right? Like they're sitting on the glass?
I mean, they don't look like they're part of it. They're not crystal skulls.
All right. And how big are they? Football?
They are the
Soccer ball?
size of the creature that's down there. Its skull. It's big. It's like a giant skull. It's not like a human skull.
Right.
And
Okay.
it has the form of like a demon skull. These are like, you were almost sure these were demons that were probably killed, the skull taken and being used for this ritual.
All right. Excellent. So I take the rope out of my backpack, I make a loop around the skull, throw one end of the rope to Rock, and I take the other end and jump off the dais, hopefully yanking one of the skulls off with me without having to touch it myself.
Okay, so we see the rope yank on it, and then we see you kind of run this way. You give Rock, let me put you down here like this.
Okay.
Rock part of it, and then you leap, and like you both are trying to pull the rope, but it just yanks you back and it doesn't budge.
I'm gonna step up and toss my holy water on this thing.
So you toss your holy water up 10 feet. Nothing seems to happen.
Alberix is starting to get a little panicked. He doesn't really have an answer either.
All right.
I
Do my divine ability to turn my weapon into the holy weapon kind of thing. And then I'm just going to stab it into the skull.
All right, roll to hit.
Alrighty. 1 second.
Be sure to add your charisma bonus.
Ugh.
Fuck that up.
Targ.
I'd like to move over here and
You got another attack. Swing again. You realize the first one doesn't do it, but you don't think you got a good hit on it. And then your second one, you get a good hit on it. 12. Anything else?
I'm trying to remember exactly. 1 second. So that'll do... Is it just attacks or is it damage also? It makes the magic weapon out of it.
Okay, that's useful.
And it's
Is
just
it radiant damage?
Positive energy. Yep.
Okay. So 12 points then? 12 points of radiant?
Yep.
You put a crack in it.
I'm going to try my vicious short sword on it.
Swing it.
Swing at it.
$12 hits.
For 6.
Okay. You put another chip in it.
And second attack, 17.
Yeah.
Another 8.
Okay, so that one smashes that skull into dust.
Oh.
Let's try another one.
Looking down, you see the creature vault, smashing into this again. And there's like a big, let's do freehand, big red. There's like a,
Oh, you dropped out.
yeah. Oh. Let me do that again.
Yeah, you could see it. It's just really thin.
There we go. A big crack. And then you see the creature slam back down to the ground again.
Alrighty. So I guess we'll attack the next one, or
All right, swing away. How long does that spell last? Like a minute?
a minute.
Plenty of time. Good. Yep, 7 hits, 9, so 2 cracks in it, has not destroyed it yet.
Rock's going to wail away. No, I think you're going to say the damage is...
Is it magical in any way, Rock?
No.
Yeah, so you smash into it, but your weapon just pings off of it.
I'm gonna smash into this other one.
All right,
swing.
I'm going to summon my shillelagh and start stabbing at this thing.
2 hits with the short sword. Okay, 8 points. Okay. So you did a total of 16, Tom, right? Okay, so that one's almost... Okay, so 16, I mean, it's a good hit. It's close. Psychic Spear.
That's magic by virtue of the shillelagh and the fact that it's a magic staff.
Oh, okay. So 13 total?
Yep.
Yeah, you put a big crack on it.
I'll attack again as soon as I can.
Yeah, you guys can go around another round.
Yeah.
Shillelagh smashes it.
Nice.
Oh.
As the spear goes through the backside of the skull, he kind of leaps over it and makes his way to the next one.
Yeah, the longsword hit smashes into it, Tom, and it crushes it, turning it into dust.
All right. Then I'll move the next one and attack.
It's a 13. Okay, so that was the only round. So here we go. It needs to make a roll to break through. Here we go. D20. Leaps up. Soars into the sky again. Crashes into this crystalline glass, which you now know is a gateway of some sort. Puts another rending crack into it as it roars as it goes down, and its eyes are locked on Alberix.
He has so many friends in hell.
Dude, I have so many.
Would you like sign up for the fan club or something? Demon of the month?
All right.
I actually did. I signed in my own blood.
Here you go. This is the round. Can you do it? Okay, so let's see here. So slow down a second. Spear hits. How much was the damage? 10. Then the longsword hits for an 11, which is 21. Hits with the second one. You needed 24 total to break these skulls. So on the second longsword hit, this turns to dust. Alberix, you can see him beginning to leap again. Is this on the map here? And as the last skull is crushed, the entire thing disappears and it turns back to stone, as if there's nothing there.
Excellent. And Alberix gets to disappoint yet another demon.
Oh my god.
And that's where we will end tonight's session at midnight. All right. So thank you for watching. For those of that you stuck around, if you're watching on YouTube, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you enjoyed that mega battle. I think it went really good. I think there were some tense moments. I think they got super lucky with crits this time around, because I thought that was going to be a tiny bit tougher, but boy, it was really good. And the spellcaster got off more spells than I thought. I thought for some reason they would kill him quicker. So him getting off 3 spells was really cool. I didn't think I'd get to use that. So that was cool. He was basically a necromancer for any of those that wanted to look up what those stats were. And then a Tophet comes from the Tome of Beasts, which is a different supplement that I picked up and has a bunch of cool creatures that these people have never seen or used or fought before. So they're going to have a fun time figuring out some of these things I throw at them, which is super cool. Other than that, thanks for joining. We will catch you. Keep an eye out because we have to figure out if we're playing next Monday or not, because a lot of us have some schedule stuff coming up with some summer activities that we're going to be doing. So keep an eye on my Twitter in case we don't actually run the session. But we will see what happens when we come back with this, as now... Oh, let me leave you with one thing. Tristan, you no longer feel evil anywhere here. It's gone completely. And that's what we will leave this on.
All right.
So the monastery is evil-free at
Sweet.
this point. So thanks for joining, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.
See ya.
Adios.
This house is cleansed.